Hey guys, it's Ashley and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing this makeup look right here. And this is a makeup look that I achieved when I got up late, I slept in, I'm go, I'm living on the edge and I just can't seem to get my time straight. I need something quick and easy. I will create this look right here. It literally takes me 10 to 15 minutes to do in the morning, and it's a really natural put together look that I think everyone would be able to achieve. So if you're a busy girl like me and you need something quick and easy, then you're definitely going to want to check out this video. So if you're interested in seeing how I created this makeup look, then please keep on watching. Okay, so as you can see, I do have a lot of redness and unevenness on my skin, and that's basically just due from past acne marks on my face and just a little bit of irritation that I've had in the past. And I'm working on it. That's why I bought that retinol cream from Drunk Elephant. So I'm working on my skin to really have my skin back in order, and I'm not complaining. I don't think my face is in that bad of a shape at all, but there are little things that you see in your face that you would like to improve, and for me, it's the unevenness and the past acne marks that I have on my cheeks and my chin. So currently right now I'm using the It Cosmetics CC Cream, the Illumination formula. I do really love the regular formula as well, but for some reason I just tend to go to the Illumination because I love that glowiness on the skin. So I'm going to start with that today, and I'm actually using two shades. I'm actually using the fair and the light together because in the winter time I definitely need to go lighter with my foundation, being winter here in Canada. And I do self-tan once in a while. I really don't do it enough. So because I'm not doing it a lot, I definitely have to mix the two foundations to get a proper shade to match my neck. Because when I just wear the light in the summer and then I try to use the light in the winter time, it's like I'm wearing a mask. It's terrible. I just have like a dark face and a white neck, and it doesn't look cute unless you're wearing a turtleneck up to here every day, and I'm sure I'm not going to be doing that every day. So anyway, I tend to put it on the back of my hand, the foundation, and I usually do 2 pumps of the light and 2 pumps of the fair. And if I need to create more after, I will, but I just start with a little bit at a time because I don't need a lot of coverage really. I do like to see my freckles still come through my foundation and my makeup. I do like a more natural look. I don't like a lot of cakiness and full coverage foundations on my skin. So I just do a light coverage basically just to kind of get rid of the redness and the unevenness. So I'm going to start with applying it, and I usually start applying it on my cheeks, like where I need the most coverage. I like to start also on the higher points of my face. I don't like to start on the jawline because then most of the product is there, and then you can really see a difference sometimes in between your neck and your chin for the shades, and I just personally don't like that on myself. But I'm using a beauty blender, and I find that this gives the most perfect coverage. I've used the It Cosmetics, what are they? I forget the name of their brush, but they have a brush that's made for their CC creams, and it's really good. I used to use it all the time, and then I started using the beauty blender and I just fell in love with it because I just find that it gives more of an airbrushed look to your skin, and I like the coverage a lot better as well. So that's just what I do. But anyways, I'm just applying it on both sides of the cheek. So this is like how I put it on. I start with my cheeks and then I work my way down to my chin. And then I just go to the chin and my forehead. I do my forehead last. I don't know why I do this. Like, there's no right or wrong way to obviously apply foundation to your skin, but I just have an order to do it in, and I just usually stick with it. So that's basically, yeah, that's like what I do. And I don't know about you guys, but like my nose is always red. I don't know why. Doesn't matter if it's summertime, fall time, it's always red on the tip of my nose, and I always find it hard to cover up. And then like halfway through the day you look in the mirror and you still got like this little red nose, and I'm like, okay, like seriously, like what's going on? It's like my foundation just doesn't want to stick on my nose, so I usually have to put some concealer and powder it up, and hopefully it lasts all day, which it does, but it just takes longer. And you also want to make sure that you get right in that hairline too. I hate sometimes when I see on people like they don't go right into their hairline and you can really see like a line of their foundation. So really try and get into the hairline as best you can, just to make it look more natural and even. Okay, so now I'm going to be spot concealing just the areas that the CC cream didn't cover up. And I don't have a lot of spots. I mean, every week differs from different weeks depending on if I'm breaking out, I'm having hormone acne, stress acne, whatever is going on, every week is different. So today I'm having a good day. So I shouldn't be too long today concealing. So there's just like little areas that I tend to do. This is like a dark spot that I had, like I just got like a year ago, and I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to ask my dermatologist that, because I go and see him once a year just to get my moles checked and just to make sure everything's good. So I'm gonna have to like tell him about that, because that just came like a year ago. So I don't know, looks like a freckle or something, but you know, you just want to make sure. So again, I do have a lot of little marks on my cheeks that I have to cover up, and I always have to do around my nose. I'm always red here. I think a lot of people are, but I find foundation never really covers that spot. And it's funny, if you were watching my Insta stories on Monday, I was telling you guys that I woke up with like a Marilyn Monroe pimple, like right here. And I thought, oh, this is really cute. Like, should I embrace the Marilyn Monroe look and not cover it up? Or should I cover it up and just pretend it's not there? So of course I covered it up, because it doesn't look as good as hers, let's be real. And hers was not a pimple, it was a mole. So I thought, girl, you better cover it up, because you just need to. So again, like I said, my nose gets pretty red, so I'll kind of like just go quick on my nose. And I get little spots on my chin too. I actually forgot to mention to you that the product that I just used to spot conceal is by MAC Cosmetics, and it's their Studio Finish Concealer. It's SPF 35, and I'm in the color NC25. Forgot to mention that to you. I will have everything linked below, but I just thought I would mention that to you as well. Now I'm going to be concealing under my eyes now, and I use a lot of different products, but right now I'm really loving the Lancome waterproof long-lasting under-eye concealer, this little tube here. And I really like this concealer. I just wish that the packaging was a little bit different. I really like the wands that you can just kind of like go to town on your face with, but this here is like a squeezy tube, and it can get messy. So not the biggest fan on this packaging, but the concealer is really, really good. So I'm just going to apply the concealer to under my eyes, and I do like to use my finger to blend it in. It just depends on the day I'm having and what kind of finish I want under my eyes, but I thought today I'm going to use a different technique just to show you guys. And I don't like to use a lot of concealer, because I find the more you add under your eyes, especially if you've got some fine lines under your eyes, which I have a little bit of, and I find that sometimes you can get creasing. I try not to put too much under eye concealer, because you're just going to get creasing later in the afternoon, even if you set it with powder. So I try to eliminate that from happening. But I'm going to use a little Beauty Blender sponge, and I just love this little sponge. It's so great for getting under your eye and for around your nose and applying like it on your chin. So you also have to dampen this as well, but obviously not have it soaking wet. And just pat it in underneath your eye. And sometimes I like to go like on my eyelids with it. Not all the time, because I do use another product to put on my eyelids before I put shadows or anything on, which I'll be showing you afterwards. And of course, if I need more concealer, I'll just add more if I have to, but I'm running some errands today, so I don't need a whole lot of makeup on my face today, just a little bit, just to be a little bit put together. Okay, so that's pretty good. it gives a really nice coverage and it lasts all day too. It's not drying, which is a huge bonus because I absolutely hate concealers that are drying to the skin, that makes you look like you're tired and your eyes look really dry. It's just, I just hate concealers like that, so I just basically return them or just give them away because I just can't stand it. So this under eye concealer is really good because it's really nice and hydrating. Okay, so the next product that I'm going to be using is by MAC, and it's the Pro Longwear Paint Pot in the color Painterly. And as you can tell, it comes in a nice little pot like this, a glass pot. And I use this for an eyeshadow base. And they have so many different colors to choose from. I think they have like some sheen or glittery ones as well. But I like this one because it's nude and it really does even out your eyelids really well. And you can just use this alone, put some mascara and winged out liner, and you can just head out the door. Or this is really great for underneath like eyeshadows so that it will prevent it from creasing, and it makes it stay all day. This stuff is really great for that. You will not have creasing at all, especially like in the summertime when you're sweating and whatnot. Like, this stuff is really great, so I would highly recommend this product here. Okay, so now I'm going to be working on the brows, and before I do that, I like to get like a spoolie brush and just brush them upward to get them started. Now I don't get them tinted, I don't get them microbladed. These are my eyebrows, and I don't get them waxed either. I just pluck the areas that I need to, but I really don't need to fill them in too much. I just like to fill in the sparse areas in the thicker part of the eye. And I'm using the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo in the color Taupe, and it just looks like that right here. A lot of the times I will just use one color. Some days I might just use the other color, or I'll mix the two. It just depends on what I'm feeling. So I'm going to actually mix the two together today. And I just start from the inner part of the eye right here, and I just kind of do light strokes upward. And I always focus more on the base of the eyebrow, like the bottom part, because that's the area where you're going to get the definition and that nice line, but you're also you're also filling in those sparse areas as well as you go up. So most of the product will be at the base, which is what you want. You don't want it thick everywhere. You want to like start from the base and work your way up and just gradually stroke upward. And the odd time I might just, whatever's left on my brush, I'll just go down the tail of the eyebrow. And I'll do my other eyebrow here. And the Anastasia product that I'm using, it's really good. It lasts all day. And like I said, there's so many different colors to choose from depending on like your eyebrow color. But always go, I know they always say go like a shade or two lighter than what your natural hair color is, because for some reason like things just go darker on your eyebrows. So you want to go lighter. And surprisingly, even going lighter and not matching your natural hair color, it still like appears dark on the eyebrows. Like sometimes I can overdo it and put too much product on my eyebrows, and I'll be like, whoa, okay, my eyebrows are just way too dark. Even though this is like 2 shades lighter than my natural hair color, which this is my natural hair. But it always works out in the long run. Just have a gentle hand and you will be good. Okay, so I think that's good. And then obviously once I do that, I brush them out again just to make it all even, and any powder that's left on the hair, I'm basically just brushing it out so I don't have any harsh areas. Now I'm going to do my cheeks and get some color on my face. So I'm going to be using the Tarteist Pro Glow Blush Palette. If you saw my Friday Favorites video, I basically talked all about this and how much I love the product. And it really is a great product. It lasts all day on your face, and I think it's great for any skin tone really. So I'm going to bronze up my face, and I'm going to contour a little bit, but nothing crazy, because like I said, I'm going to be just doing some errands and I don't really need to be too much in detail here with my makeup. But for the sake of this video, I am going to contour. So I like to use a brush like this, and this is actually by Sephora. Again, I'll have it linked below. And these are the shades here if you didn't see that video. So I'm going to go in with this bronzer right here. And there is a little bit of a glitter to it, but it's nothing crazy where you're gonna, you know, see it in person and have it not look natural. It's very subtle. And this brush is really great. I know that looks pretty dark on camera, but once we blend it in, it will be really pretty. And this brush is really great to give that really nice defined contour. And sometimes too, when I'm done with this, I'll have to go in with a clean brush and just kind of blend it out a little bit more. It's just such a nice color. Now, of course, if you're darker skin, this bronzer may not work for you, but it really does truly work for a lot of skin tones. And it's not too muddy looking either. I know some bronzers can be like really muddy and you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, okay, well, like, I do not look good. Like, this is really off. But this color, surprisingly, is really nice. So, and I shouldn't say surprisingly, because all Tarte Cosmetics is really nice, and I try to, you know, go with products that are more, you know, natural and cruelty free. So, okay, so that is done. And what am I doing? I have to do around my hairline. I cannot miss doing that. I always do my hairline just to make it look more like sun-kissed. And of course, if you're blonde, try not to get it in your blonde hair. I was in Sephora the other day, and of course I didn't say anything because I don't want to be rude or anything like that, because I am not that type of person. But this girl was in Sephora and she had bronzer all in her bang area, like along her face, and I thought, oh girl, like, you should have looked in the mirror before you left. Like, I just wanted to tell her, but I didn't want to, because I didn't want to offend her, and I didn't want to ruin her day. I'm just not that type of person, but I felt like saying, you gotta take that out of your hair. Or like, I usually clip my hair back, but for that reason, but it happens. So just be aware, if you're blonde, try not to get it in your blonde. And I do a little bit on my nose. And that's basically it. Sometimes I do my jawline, but sometimes I skip that, especially if I'm just running errands. Like if I'm going like out to a party or I'm going date night or something, I will do my jawline, but I'll just do a little bit for this video here. Okay, so the bronzer's done. Now I'm going to do blush, and I'm actually going to go in with, this color right here, just underneath the highlighter. And this is also a Sephora brush. Their brushes are really, really nice. I absolutely love them, and they're great quality too, and the price is really great too. So I'll put that on the apples of my cheeks. And like, I don't know what it is, but blush and highlight is like my favorite part of my makeup routine. I just can't wait to put my blush and my highlighter on. It's like my favorite step. Now, a little trick that I like to do, once I put it on the apples of my cheeks, I do this more in the summertime, but I do it in the wintertime just a little bit. I will put the littlest amount on my brush, and I'll put a little bit on my forehead, just to kind of look like it's a little bit sunburnt. I know that sounds a little bit crazy, but it's natural, and it just gives more color and healthiness to your skin. I just think it looks so healthy, and I just love that. So that's it. So that's it for the blush. And now I'm going to go in with the highlight. And where's the brush that I usually use? This is actually going to be used by the Real Techniques brush. This brush is really, really nice, and it's nice and thin and fluffy. So So I'm going to take the littlest amount on that and just brush that along the tops of my cheeks. And if you watched my Friday favorites from last week, like this is the perfect highlight. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. And I was blown away the first time I used this product. I was like, holy shoot, like this is beautiful. And it's so comparable to the Becca and the Anastasia highlighters. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but like, look at that glow. Like, how pretty is that? No wonder, like, this is like my favorite step. I just get so amazed and in awe every time I put this on my face. So I put a little bit on my nose. I don't like to do too much on the tip of my nose, but I just do like a quick little dusting. And of course, the Cupid's bow, which I usually do after my lip, like my lip gloss or my lipstick, but for the sake of this video, I'll put it on now. Okay, so the face is done. Now, because today I'm going to be running some errands, I don't really want to put too much makeup on my eyes, and I do this a lot of the times when I'm going to work or I have to be somewhere like within a half an hour, and I'm like a last minute girl. I like live on the edge. I really shouldn't be like that. I know my mom's like that too, and she'll probably kill me when I tell you this on here, but I get it from her. And my dad is super early, and like my mom and I, like we live on the edge, like we will go last minute. So when I'm in that situation and I need to like get myself going, I will literally use I'll use this palette. Or if I'm using like a different bronzer and a different highlighter, I will just use those two products for my eyes. So for this video, I'm gonna use that Tarte palette that I just used for my face. I took the highlight shade and I'm gonna put it on my eyelids. And I do this a lot, and like, I don't know why I don't do this, like I didn't do this back in the day, because I probably would have been more on time for things if I figured out this trick back in the day, like in high school and stuff like that. But you know what? It's better late than never. So if I can teach you this little trick, then I'm gonna be saving you some time if you're like me. So just put a little bit of that on your eyelids just to give some glowiness and some nice little sheen to your eyelids to make you look more awake. And then I'm gonna go in with the bronzer, and I'm going to just go in the crease and just blend that in. I hope I'm in focus. Yeah, I think I am. So nothing too much, just a little bit to give your eyelids some color, and then I'll kind of go in on the outer corner a little bit like this. And I love this little trick too, because not only are you being, like you're using your products more in different ways and being creative, but you're also saving money too. So if this is something that you like to do on a daily basis, then you don't have to go out and buy all these eyeshadow palettes to get these colors like in the palettes. You can just use what you have at home and use your bronzer and highlighter. Okay, so let's make sure that my eyes are even here. Yeah, so that's good. So I will do that. I did the highlight on my eyelids, and now I'm going to do that same highlight on underneath my brow bone to give a little bit of a nice highlight there. And do the same here. And I will also do the inner corner of my eye as well. Okay, so at this point I would normally put like a winged out liner on as well, but for this video I'm not going to do that because a lot of the times when I'm in a hurry I don't have time for that. So I'm just going to go right in with mascara, and the mascara that I use and love the most is the NARS Climax mascara. It gives the perfect volume and it's amazing to get off your eyes. There's nothing worse than a mascara that takes forever to get off your eyes, even with like makeup removers and whatnot. I can't stand mascaras like that, because then at the end of it you see like your eyelashes like in the sink, and like nobody wants that. So I'm basically just doing a really light coat. It's always hard to talk and put mascara on. As I was putting on my mascara, my camera actually died. The battery died on me, so I apologize. But to finish off the video, I'm going to be using the Buxom Plumping Lip Cream in the color Havana Punch, and this is from their new Wonderlust collection. So I'm going to put this on and get my mirror here so I can see what I'm doing. And I just love the cool feeling, like the plumping. I just love that feeling. So as you can see, it's a really nice pink color, and it just gives more color to the final look of this makeup look. But yeah, this is what I typically do when I'm in a hurry. In real life, this would take me probably 10 to 15 minutes to do. But of course, with this video and as I'm talking through it, it took a lot longer. But it really is really quick and easy, and I love how glowy and natural this look is. And the pink lip just gives an extra pop to the final look. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that you will try this look out for yourself, especially if you live on the edge and you're a busy girl and you're go, go, go. This will be a great look to try for yourself. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. That would mean the world to me. And I will see you all in my next video. See ya!